I think that the greatest thing Tom Segura has said is the shit you get in trouble for and sent to HR is how he makes his money as a comedian. Welcome to Vouch for Me. That's right. We saw Bad Thoughts. We watched the pilot, and I'm curious about seeing a little bit more. This was offered up to us by PapaNasty.
Hey.
And me and Abraham Lincoln were subjected to it.
Yep.
And it was short and sweet, 17 minutes. I heard that Tom Segura had a pilot made and sent to Netflix, and he got a whole season. And I'm curious if this first episode is the pilot that he self-financed and sent in, but I'm not entirely sure. I think PapaNasty knows more of the backstory.
Yeah, no, he's been wanting to do this for a long time. I was listening to him on a podcast, and he was saying that this was like, he originally did not want to be a comedian. He wanted to be a comedic actor. And so when he was writing and, planning this, he's actually had this in his back pocket for a really long time. And then now that he's gotten famous and he's grown, and he has Your Mom's House, he has Two Bears, One Cave. He's had multiple stand-up specials that have killed. Now can, if Netflix didn't want to do it, he could totally finance his own show. He has YouTube specials of, there's the one with, the Chicago mayor, or, what's it called? God damn it. He has like multiple episodes, like small skits on YouTube where he makes fun of fucking Steven Seagal. He makes fun of fucking Garth Brooks. He has beef with Garth Brooks, and he has multiple skits of like calling people out, making fun of them. And yeah, he's one of my top 5 favorite comedians. So I'm a bit of a fan.
I think Tom Segura is a funny ass person. Whenever I hear him talk, like, that's what I love. I love hearing comedians on podcasts where they're not, poked to the stick and said, "Hey, be funny, bitch." They just gotta have conversations, and then they sprinkle their humor in. Tom Segura, I feel like, is such a naturally funny guy. I definitely have enjoyed all of his stand-up specials. I liked his early stuff, and as he keeps as he's doing the thing more and more, I can relate to the marriage stuff, like, fascinating for sure. Whenever it leans a little too, I think, just like a little too fucking gross, that's where I start getting turned off. And watching Bad Thoughts, it leaned on gross immediately. And I was like, come on, dude. And he doubled down on the grossness and just leaned into the bit so hard.
Yeah, that first episode, the Agent 6 one, I was like, I thought that was the movie premise. I thought that's the original. Like, I didn't want to watch any of it because I'm really bad at finding spoilers. So when I was watching, I'm like, okay, it's going to be him being like a spy. Like, that's the whole thing. Okay, here we go. Like, I'm like, Bad Thought. That's a weird name for it, but I did no research on it. And I just went into it fucking dry. And yeah, that first episode kind of fucked me up.
You're just questioning everything, like, is he really supposed to be some badass spy? Yeah. Because he's kind of sucking at his job right now. And then you realize it's just a sketch.
Yeah, I knew he was going to be a goober. I just realized he was going to shit his pants at the end. And me and Mama Nasty were eating. We're having fucking... We had tacos with beans and rice and chicken tacos, and yeah, fucking, we had to stop the episode, and it stopped perfectly on his shit covered ass.
So Kayla had to turn around. She was eating Wendy's while we were watching it. She had to turn around. I was like, oh, babe. And then she kept looking back, and I was like, stop looking. I'll tell you when it's over.
Yeah.
And she kept looking back. I'm like, it's not getting better. It's actually getting worse. Stop.
Yeah, that was fucking, yeah. The first episode was like, wild. I liked all the episodes. The third one, yeah, I thought that the ending on that one, it should have been the strongest, but the first one, Agent 6, was okay. It was good. The A25 film, the Guillermo,
Massimo.
That was my Massimo.
That was funny.
That was my favorite one. I'm like, yeah, these guys have to love this one. This is like,
that was well done. I definitely. Yeah. I thought that was super. I think the bit got played out near the end.
I liked the Agent 6 one, but I definitely feel like it dragged on towards the end because he was writing too hard into the no gag reflex gag. Mm-hmm. And he's just like, talking to himself. I was like, oh yeah, I'm such a good boy, no, just mumbling to himself in front of the DOD or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's almost like the skits were too long, just a little bit too long. And if they would have ended off like the last minute or two, it would have been way better. If they just would have been a cutoff. When they kind of like, they do Soprano.
I wouldn't say like the skit was too long. I think like the joke they were running on was taking a little bit too long.
Yeah. Did you watch more of it, PapaNasty? Do you feel like, did he find his formula as like the episodes progress?
Yeah. After, I would say The second episode, that's where it gets like it gets better because you start seeing like there's a character that's like a Garth Brooks, kind of rip off because him and Garth Brooks have a beef, and he makes fun of Garth Brooks and he makes fun of Steven Seagal. He's always called out Steven Seagal for being like batshit crazy, and so he roasts them both in like the next episode. And it's fucking great.
So this is a good episode because it's the intro, but you feel like, do you have a favorite episode compared to this one?
I would say the second one's probably the best. The first one, though, it just got me. The Guillermo or Maximo, actually,
Massimo?
the Maximo episode really fucking
Massimo,
I love
yeah.
it so much.
That was a good bit. I think at the end the Uber thing was silly. So I like Tom Segura a lot, and I think that he can definitely be a comedic actor, but I don't think he should be too egotistical not to have writers as well. Because I know he self-financed this, he self-produced it, he's the only writer credited or whatever. He might have a couple more, but he should not shy away from getting writers as well, because I think he was being very niche in this, and I think he can do more than just fucking shit humor and sex humor. Not even like just gross sex humor, because we didn't even talk about the other one. How'd you guys feel about it?
That one was just weird. The VR one.
Yeah, the VR IT one.
Yes, that one doesn't really make sense until you watch the second part to it. And you're like, oh, okay. I get it now. But yeah, you're like, first, like, what the fuck?
So it was setting up for another punchline.
Mm-hmm. But that was just random. And I'm like, I get what he's doing here, but.
Get what he's doing, but I don't get it.
I don't get it.
There have been a lot of comedians who have made their own little skit shows for better or worse. We were talking about Shane Gillis's. Gillis is pretty good, right?
I mean, he just had tires, right? It was just like a whole.
That's the show, but Gilly and whatever.
Oh yeah, Gilly and Keeves, yeah, where the YouTube stuff, yeah.
But that one was cool. He had a team though. He had multiple people on the project. I've also seen it go really bad. Back in the day, there was a comedian, Liza Schlesinger, if I got her name right, and she had some decent bits come out. I think she had one called like the Elder Millennial as a special, pretty good stuff. Then she tried to make her own skit show where she just kind of did some of the most random shit that came to her own mind. And I don't know if she was just too arrogant to have other people edit and write for her, but it bombed quick, and it was on Netflix for a while. And I tried to sit through it because I wanted it to be good so bad. And I was like, this is the biggest piece of shit I've ever seen in my life. Bad Thoughts, supremely better. That's not where I'm putting it. I'm just saying, I think if he has some assistance, if he fucking has a writer's room, he can't execute this. He just needs it was a little niche with the humor, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely has his own like crazy audience. I don't know if you were familiar with his like YouTube channel, but they call themselves the Mommies, and they are a scary bunch, and they're into some crazy things. I think that first episode and some of the other episodes are definitely written for his fan base.
Yeah, so he might know his fan base really well, and that's why I feel like an outsider looking in kind of thing.
Dude, he does live shows, him and Bert Kreischer, where they just like, it's just a full wild podcast where they'll have fucking porn stars on there. They've had butt plugs in themselves where they got beat by a dominatrix. They fucking will show like the most random, wildest porn. Like they go full, they get wild with their.
Is that the comedian you want to be one day?
My guy's about to be having freak offs at the party.
Whoa. We're gonna stray from the word freak off.
We're straying from out of everything you've ever said. Freak off is the one that scares you. What the fuck?
It has a bad connection. But yeah, no. Tom has
That's gonna be the name of his shows. Bad Connections.
Bad Connections. But Tom Segura does have that shit, crazy sex humor that like
he certainly had shit.
Yeah, if you listen to Your Mom's House, he has like. He's had crazy people on there. I mean, he had one dude on there that would openly give his address and be like, hey, come over, beat the shit out of me, and then fuck me afterwards, and I'll let you live there rent free. Like, he's had some.
Wow.
Yeah, he's had some crazy. So that sense of humor is right up his alley. That's what his fan base loves.
I'll definitely give it some more. I respect Tom Segura. He also, as a human being, he's actually like a pretty fucking good person when you sit down and listen to some of his shit. Him and. I like when he was on fucking Bad Friends and everything too, where he's like bullshitting with Bobby or whatever. Like he's got good jokes. I think he's got good jokes, and I gotta find I will look for the fucking truffle in the shit, man. I will look for the diamond in the rough. If I can find one skit I really like out of this whole show, it will be redeeming for me.
Yeah, and he has some of his comedian buddies in the show, and he also, spoiler, Bobby Lee's in one episode.
Cool.
So
I'll watch it.
So you'll like.
Let's go.
You'll like that. But yeah. The other episodes they get progressively better. There's a few that I'm just like, I don't get it, but it was enjoyable. I definitely thought and the comedians doing comedy, I thought was up there. I thought it was, you had Dave Chappelle's a gold standard. Key and Peele had some really great episodes that would compete with Dave Chappelle. Then you had who else did some shows? Amy Schumer was lower tier. You had, I don't even know the other lady you mentioned. Carlos Mencia had a bit of a show that would say middle lower tier, but I'd say Bad Thoughts is right in the middle.
The production value is hella good. Don't get me wrong. And then the we just watched the pilot episode. So, if you guys want us to watch more and you guys want us to put more shit out, there's a chance I'm going to come around. I know he loves it. I know I can love it. And Abel, I feel like he likes it more than Smiling Friends, which pisses me the fuck off. I'm actually so angry right now because I can tell he likes it more than Smiling Friends. And fuck you, my sense of humor is superior.
I don't know. It was a different kind of humor. I do like sketch humor though. It was amusing. Definitely, some of the jokes did fall flat, but I don't know. Maybe I'll watch a couple more episodes and see if he finds his groove. Things I find pretty funny.
I do it for them. I take care of them. He's like, I do. I love that. I was so like,
don't you understand? No, I don't understand.
Pregnant.
Yeah.
No, you
It's so stupid.
If they would have just ended where I'm pregnant and he looked at her and they just went to black, that would have been the perfect ending.
Cut to black right then.
Yeah.
That would have been funny as fuck.
Yeah, Soprano style. That would have been.
It would have also been raising questions like, wait, how is she pregnant? All they did was eat his ass.
Dude, when Tom kisses that old guy's fucking knee, I was like, he actually did that. He fucking kissed that dude's knee.
He's down.
He's so down.
He's down for the bit.
These guys are getting paid.
And getting pegged. PapaNasty, I feel like I think we did it, man.
We did it. Wow. I thought it was gonna be longer.
That's often what Mama Nasty says. Okay, well.
All right, let me read my notes. Okay, do you guys vouch for me?
I'd vouch for you.
I vouch for you.
Okay.
Heavy sigh. I vouch for you. Okay, yeah. It's good. It's good.
Okay. Fuck, marry, kill?
Watch, marry, kill.
Watch, marry, kill. Sorry. My notes are...
He was thinking about Massimo, that's why he said that.
Yeah, I've been listening. I'm all dancing like...
I'll give it a watch for now. I wasn't super attached to it.
I'll give it a watch for now. I'm curious. I want to watch more just to see where it can go. Don't get me wrong.
Cool. Okay. I appreciate you guys.
All right, plug us. Tell them about all the things we're doing, PapaNasty.
Guys, we're doing 3 Stupid Dogs. We're able starting a TikTok. It's getting crazy. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your grandma, share with fucking Abel's grandmother. Fucking
because your grandma loves bad thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
When she saw when she saw Massimo, she was like, take me there. I want to live there. Okay, grandma, calm down.
God.
The sad part is my grandma is actually an old people apartment complex, old people living. I'm like, God damn it.
Nursing home?
Yeah, no, it's not a nursing home but it's pretty much
a little bit
nursing
different.
home.
Yeah. No, my grandma's in the same place where she's in a apartment complex for old people. They have a cafeteria. They're autonomous, but if they ever fell down, someone could come pick them up.
Yeah. And they're like, there's rules and they can, but there's curfew. It's weird, but yeah. I'm like,
there's a lot of STDs in old people homes. Anyways, that's a conversation for 3 Stupid Dogs, guys. That's right. The first episode has dropped.
Once you get old enough, you just don't give a fuck no more.
They give a lot of fucks. That's the issue. Okay,
too many fucks. Yeah. Here we go. Okay. Let's get into 3 Stupid Dogs.
Erectile dysfunction is a solved problem, just so you guys are wondering. This is a thing of the past. Anyways, thank you, PapaNasty. You guys have a beautiful night. See ya.
Hey.
Bye.